Hey everyone, I'm on the way to buy meds since I don't have stock anymore. I haven't drank it in a long time. It's my ADHD meds, which I need to test out right now. Anyway, I decided to film during this long drive just because I have so much time. For this video, I want to reflect on whether I should hire a video editor for my own agency or to even start building an agency. I think I'm in a phase where I'm already thinking of scaling or thinking about how to do this job thing sustainably. Right now, I have 3 jobs which I'm juggling all at the same time. And it gets difficult, especially when I expect myself to finish a lot in just a day, but I'm unable to. There are a lot of factors that make it hard for me to finish my work or to even get started. Factors like my ADHD, my overall energy for the day, and everything else. So yeah, I don't think it's sustainable for me to do 3 editing jobs at the same time. So that's why I'm thinking about hiring. I'm thinking of hiring a video editor who can take, of course, the manual work of video editing. And I think it's a good idea since I have talked with friends who said that if you're reaching a point where you can't finish the job anymore or you're having trouble finishing the job, maybe it's time to scale by hiring someone. So yeah, that's my situation now. I've been thinking about hiring since last week, but I don't know if my income currently is enough for me to hire or if I'll be able to sustain it. So for some context, I lost my job on the January of 2025 and I hustled to get a lot of jobs just to keep myself stable. Now I have these 3 jobs which I'm working on now, and it's sort of hard for me to consider them as sustainable since one of them, which is the mental health company I'm editing for, I'm not too sure how long they'll be needing video editing. Like right now I only have 5 videos left to edit and I'm not sure if they're gonna renew my contract for next month, which means if I hire and I don't get to renew them, I'll have less income, which is a bad thing. But it's still okay since I still have my other jobs, which I think is helpful for me and at least having some cash flow. But anyway, that was the main reason why I took 3 jobs in the first place. If ever one of them goes, I still have the others as backup. So that was my main purpose for having 3 jobs. But yeah, I don't want to hire and then not have work available for the person. So that's sort of where I'm at right now. And the thing is, I feel like I enjoy finding clients more than video editing. I think it's because there's that excitement of landing a new client. Like let's say when I'm on YouTube and I'm looking at YouTubers creating their content and I always ask myself, can I offer this person a service? Yeah, like I'm always really excited to just offer a person my service, either video editing or strategy or whatever. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I have a feeling that I enjoy client acquisition or sales more than video editing. And I feel like I do. I enjoy video editing, but not all the time. Like there are times when there's just too much friction for me. It's just hard for me to maintain having a good enough energy to continue video editing throughout the week. Yeah, so I think that's it. It's hard for me to maintain and I think I should try sales. I think what I should aim for is to be more focused on closing sales than the bulk of my week in video editing. I think that's the best way for me to move forward. Since one, yes, I can improve on my video editing, I can learn After Effects and everything, but long-term wise, the best skill I can learn is really sales. So I need to put the reps in. I need to start learning sales, I need to start closing deals, or start attempting to close deals at least, and not waste a bulk of my time just video editing throughout the week. I think that's something I need to focus on. I'm also thinking about taking on another job that's more focused on sales, maybe sales for an agency, since I think having a sales job will really help me hone my lead generation skills, my sales, my closing skills, and everything else. which I know I need. But yeah, I think no matter what, I just need to find a way to outsource all the video editing I'm doing and just focus on doing sales, since it's the biggest thing I should prioritize at the moment. I should be focused on relationship building, finding new clients, closing new clients, and yeah, really start the business, honestly. So that's it. I think that's the best route for me moving forward. I should go for it. Yeah. But the thing is, like, if I hire now, my income would go down. It's not really a bad thing. I still have income, but yeah. My worry is, what if there comes a time when I won't be able to sustain paying a freelancer anymore or a video editor? What will I tell them? I think that's my biggest worry. Since, like, if I onboard them, they'll be paying for their own bills. The strategy I'm thinking about now is, of course, like, I can let them know that they're still free to have other clients while they're working with me. Like, I'm not gonna be asking them to just commit all of their time to me. If they can finish the work in just half a day or even less, that just means they're really good as video editors. So yeah, like, I think as long as I give them all the freedom and just use this as a way to collaborate with them in finishing video editing projects, I think that'll be good. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Back home. That was a long drive. I didn't want to document it anymore. Let's go. What is this?
Dzień dobry.
I'm back home. It was a long trip. Wouldn't want to do that again. But I got my meds, which is good. So what's hard with my medication is there's a shortage of supply for ADHD meds. So you really gotta call the stores and ask if they have it. Just so you know. So, okay. Alright, got my Concerta. Now I can work next week. It's a good thing. So anyway, I was talking about potentially hiring to outsource my video editing, and I think I want to do that soon. I think I want to make a game plan on how I can do that and when I can do that, since I need to have a clear vision on how I'm gonna approach it. You there, probably. Make sure there's nothing left of my old one. Very good. So currently I have 3 clients. One of them I'm not too sure yet if they're gonna last. So I feel like I need to onboard one more client just in case. Or one more job. So I can apply for work again probably and see if I land anything. Since the other 2 I think I can outsource and then just have a new job, a 4th job as a backup in case any of the old ones stop with my service. So yeah, I think that's gonna be the plan. And I know it's gonna be hard, but I think it's necessary. I think in terms of building financial stability, I really need to take this extra step just to be secure. And it's gonna take time, I'm sure of it, but I really need to set up the systems just so I can be more focused on client acquisition and sales rather than occupied with video editing. Which, yes, they give me money now. They pay. Video editing pays the bills. But I think I need to start thinking of just a way to sustain it and not just doing the heavy lifting of video editing. So yeah, that's where I'm at now. And so I'm thinking what I should do next week. I think this week, I just needed to take it easy on the video editing part. They weren't too specific with the deadlines, so I didn't push for much when I was doing the work. For the other one, they were specific of 1 video per day, but I think they're okay with me not following that for this week. So I'll just do it next week. Again, this video is boring. I think that's it. I want to redo it, but I don't know how. Crazy. Should probably redo it, no? Man, I don't feel too happy with making content this week. I think it's because I'm a bit tired. But I'm also thinking about one other thing. I'm thinking if I should start making daily content, which I'm not sure it's a good idea. I invested in a $197 course on vlogging, and I thought they would give me more information on how I can improve the vlogs, but not so much. Not so much there. But it's okay. Like, it was helpful with at least giving me confidence that I just need to document everything. But I think with my life, it's really hard to document stuff. So, for example, today, what I can document is really just my thought process on building an agency. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to have more updates throughout my week. So let's say, would you like 3 videos? Do you like daily videos? Because I'm thinking of trying it out just for the sake of testing out daily vlogging or whatever. But anyway, those are the other things I'm working on. So to summarize what I'm doing with my life, I have 3 jobs and let me just write them down maybe. I have 3 jobs and I am thinking of outsourcing them. So outsource video editing. I need to outsource my video editing since I won't be able to scale if I don't do so. So I'll just paste that here. There we go. Our first thing. Now, I am also thinking of really honing into YouTube and figuring out YouTube. So I really want to be a YouTube strategist. I think that's really one of my goals. I want to provide strategy for people starting out. I don't want to focus on educational channels since they require more editing. I want to focus on channels that are doing vlogging, similar to what I'm doing, minimal editing, but can really connect with the audience. I think that's what I really want to try out. So, yeah, I want to be a YouTube strategist, and I just have to figure out the best pathway to get there. That's my second goal. So, I have these 2 things currently under my plate, or I'm figuring out how to get there. What other stuff do I have? Let's see. I have a coaching project which I'm working on with a friend, but earlier this week we had a conversation through text that we might hold it off for a bit since we're a bit busy with our lives. I'm busy trying to figure out my work situation, my income, and everything else. And I think he's also busy with his own stuff. So he messaged me and asked if maybe we can have a conversation on postponing it or holding it off until we're ready. And I think it's a blessing in disguise since I'm also having a hard time figuring out how I position it within my day or where I do the work for the coaching business. So yeah, for some context, we're doing ADHD coaching, or we're trying to build a nonprofit for ADHD since I also have ADHD and I want to help people with ADHD. So yeah, we're gonna hold it off for a bit. And I think that's a good thing since I also need to have more time to really focus on building this agency and also building my career in YouTube strategy. I have another coaching project which I'm working on with 2 other friends, but I don't know. I feel like I'll have to hold it off too. I'm not too sure. I think it's not moving forward the way I want it. And I think that, I don't know, I don't think we have a good execution plan for it. And I think for me, in terms of managing my energy, I need to manage how I build my client base for this agency that I'm hoping to build. Yeah, so I think that's it. When it comes to hiring, I'm not too sure how to approach it. I really want my goal to really be there to help. Let's say if I hire someone, which I'm not sure if it's a good mindset to have, I want to help them financially. I want to really just be there to help them financially as much as I can. That's why I'm thinking of not preventing them from finding other clients if they're working with me, which I think is a good thing, and also prevents them from losing income. Let's say if I can't provide them with work anymore, which I think is a normal fear to have if you're starting an agency. I'm really just afraid of one day not having clients or losing some clients, and then I won't have anything to pay to my editors. So I think I want to also help them figure out how to find other clients, how to build their own system I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's part of it. But yeah, the end goal is for me to be the one managing the clients and also finding the clients and talking with the clients. I also want to help clients with the strategy, with scripting probably, and ideation research for their YouTube. Yeah, I think those are the things I mainly want to help with. And then the editors, they just focus on editing. And if they want to find other clients, they can. Like, I don't want to restrict them. Since I was also in that position where I only had one client and it was hard when I lost that client. So I think I understand if they want to work with multiple clients. So yeah, I think that's the best way I can approach this. I also don't want to be a boss in a way. I just want to be there as a collaborator. We're collaborating together and not really your boss. Yeah, I think that's gonna be my approach. But anyway, let's do it a step at a time. I think right now, in terms of my game plan, I first need to find one more client to work with just so I can have some leeway when I hire someone finally. And then I'll go through the hiring process probably next week or the week after by making a post on Facebook. That's how I usually hire. Then yeah, like we'll just figure this out. I'll plot out my plan a lot better later on. I'll write them down just so I have a clear to-do list of what I'm gonna do. But for now, I think I want to talk about the future of this channel, like what I plan to do with it. Also, like other stuff I'm planning to do or I want to do on YouTube, since I did take an online course on vlogging, which I think is really interesting. So I'll have a future video where I talk about online courses and my thoughts on them. but that's just so I can rant a bit about what courses were worth it and what weren't, and also what I could have done differently to do the courses better, since I admit I'm not really the best student when it comes to courses. But anyway, so for the future of this channel, I really think I'm gonna keep doing vlogs right here. I'm still gonna keep doing vlogs. But in terms of the topic of the videos, I'm gonna try something a bit different. If you remember how I started, is really talking about being a video editor, talking about me losing my job and everything else. I don't want to be just a video editing channel. I just don't want to be a vlogger that does video editing. I want to be more. I want to have a better topic. I want to offer better help to people, but I'm just not too sure how yet. So here in the online course that I took, it's by Benji Travis. He's a vlogger. He does cooking videos and he goes to Costco and buys some ingredients and he documents the whole process. He basically taught me 3 things that you need in a vlog channel. So one is a theme, which is basically just the theme or the topic that the theme or the main idea that you're gonna be working on throughout your channel. It's gonna be seen throughout your channel. So he says create one main theme and then 3 sub themes. So for me, I think the main theme I'm thinking about is really to talk about optimizing my life and my income. Since that's basically what I'm doing now, I'm trying to optimize my life. I'm taking my ADHD meds. I'm trying to exercise. I'm trying to wake up earlier. I'm trying to outsource my work, trying to fix my resume, fix everything. Honestly, like it's really just optimizing my life. So yeah, that's the main theme, optimizing my life and income. And then I just have it on ChatGPT. I asked it to help me make this. And then my sub themes are gonna be remote work and freelancing, since that's what I do currently. If I have any tips and strategies and experiences that I think can help in making money online, I'll be sharing it in the channel. I also want to talk about building a business. I'm not too sure. That's on a gray area for now, but I also want to share my experiences as I'm trying to build this agency or even just build cash flow. I think that's the main theme. I just want to share my process of trying to be financially stable by myself. So it might include some personal experiences on building my agency, some struggles that I'm having, and all the other stuff. But I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure how much I'd like to talk about it, since if it's a vlog, it's just gonna be me working and I'm not too sure how interesting that is for people. So let me know in the comments if even just clips of me talking in my room by myself is interesting. So I'm not really too sure, honestly. And then last but not least, the sub theme that I want to talk about is tech and productivity hacks. And why do I want this? I think one, because I really like buying stuff. Yeah, magastos akong tao. Uh, my girlfriend knows this. When I see something I want to buy, I fixate on it. So let's say recently I fixated on wanting to buy a new laptop just because my laptop started to crash when I was rendering something on Premiere Pro. So I fixated on learning about this new model, the M4 MacBook Pro, and I was really tempted to buy. So, but yeah, like in terms of, I think something I'll have fun talking about. I really want to. I think just buying tech stuff and random things is gonna be fun for me, which is a problem since I'm broke right now. Not really super broke. I have a job now, but it's gonna be costly. But I still want to talk about tech. I want to talk about how it could help me with optimizing my life and some productivity hacks. For example, what I learned from my psychiatrist yesterday was I really need to start exercising since it's gonna help with my dopamine problem with waking up in the morning and also keeping myself awake throughout the afternoon so I can work productively. So yeah, I wanna share those things. But anyway, these themes aren't super clear yet. I just asked ChatGPT a bunch of questions and I shared my own thoughts on it. And this is what it came up with. So I think I'm just gonna start with this one. So let me know what you think of this. Would you like me to talk about how I optimize my life and income? Let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts. So we'll just see. I think in terms of niche, like in terms of topic niche or theme, I don't need to be sure about what I'm talking about. I just need to test something out, see if I enjoy it, and then if I do, stay with it. If I don't, yeah, don't. I think with video editing, it's a really boring thing to document. That's why I want to change topics. Like you just see me editing and I don't get to talk. It's hard to talk. But if I talk about YouTube strategy, it's more fun. Like I get to look at YouTube channels. Like let's say this one channel, Ian on YouTube, he's documenting his life as an employee of 7-Eleven. A friend of mine recommended this channel to me. Channels like Outdoor Boys, Trent the Traveler, basically like non-educational channels, figuring out why they work and how they grew throughout the years. So I think that's really another thing that I enjoy talking about YouTube and strategy. So yeah, I'm not too sure yet about the overall theme that I'm gonna go for with this channel, with this vlog channel. So let me know if you have any specific thing that interests you. Another thing I'm thinking about is making a second channel. I talked about this in the past video, but I really want to experiment a lot with YouTube. I want to make an educational channel. I'm not too sure what topic yet, but I want to see how well I can make it. But the challenge there is, of course, I'm gonna have to edit it, or I'm gonna have to have another editor do it or edit the videos. I mean, so there's gonna be some extra cost, extra time, and it's gonna be a grind. So that's the problem with it. But I really want to open a second channel just so I can sort of compare what it's like to start from scratch again with more strategy or more intentionality on how I make my content. Because there's a whole strategy that I learned from YouTubers like Dan the Creator Launch, and other YouTubers like April and Alter. They're also YouTube strategists online. Things like finding outlier videos, looking online for inspirational content, and everything else. There's a whole strategy for building a YouTube channel. And I really want to experiment. I think it's something I need. If I want to be a YouTube strategist, I really need to experiment a lot faster than most. So yeah, that's another plan. So if you have an idea of what I could probably do in my second channel, let me know, because I feel like that might be interesting to you. I'm going to try to make it more educational type, not too much editing, but we'll see. That's what I'm figuring out. So yeah, those are my plans for the future, and we'll just see where it goes. I'm honestly not sure where this is going, but yeah, as long as I'm enjoying, right? That's the good thing. Also, for the daily vlogs, I don't know when I should start it. I have a workshop on the April 5th, which I think is gonna break my momentum if I'm gonna start vlogging how I build my business and everything else. or just generally how I live my life. So yeah, let me know if the daily vlogging thing is also something you're interested in. I've seen the comments now. Let me look at the comments. You have commenters like I'm Super Dave. I'm not sure if that's how I pronounce it. Who says that they watch my videos because they also want to do remote work, and it's sort of inspiring them to do remote work. So yeah, I'm not sure if documenting my remote work life is gonna be interesting. One person says it is, but we're not too sure. Uh, we have other commenters like Jacob Tambunting, who says that he also just found a job recently, and it means a lot to see someone go through the same struggle and the same journey. So I feel like, yeah, just you seeing what I'm doing, I think is interesting. Ganun ba yun? Yeah, so I'm not sure if this is what you really go to my channel for, but if it is, thank you so much for really staying with me and watching all my stuff. I genuinely don't know what I'm doing when it comes to vlogging. I also don't know what I'm doing when it comes to freelancing and building a business. But I think it's just documenting the journey that got you all interested. I'm not too sure. Let me know in the comments if there's anything specific. I really want to thank all of you for supporting and for generally just being here. It really means a lot to me when people say that the content is helping. I think for this vlog channels to be specific, I wanted to bring in something authentic because with online, with social media, let's say with Instagram, everything's filtered. You only show the good stuff, not really the bad stuff. And for me, that's unrealistic. It results in you comparing yourself to others. It results in you thinking that your life is way worse than others. So it isolates you in a way. And I think I want to bring in the real world, like what's really happening, just so anyone who's watching who's also experiencing the same thing won't feel alone. And I think that's also what I want for myself. Like, I really want to have conversations with people and know their real experiences and not just the good stuff they document on Instagram. I just need to validate that life really is hard and there are these struggles, but you can get through them. That's really my main goal for the channel. And I hope I get to sustain it though, since although I do enjoy vlogging, my life as a video editor, currently a video editor, I think the excitement dies down sometimes. I don't have much going on in my life. I just film from my room. I don't have much happening. So yeah, like I'm not sure what else to document in my life. That's why I'm thinking of starting a second channel. I'm thinking of creating a theme for this channel. I'm not too sure. I just want to make it more fun. I think that's really my main goal. I want to make it fun just so it doesn't feel like work and I actually enjoy what I'm doing. And if you see channels out there that are performing well, you'll be shocked about the profit they make from YouTube. Do I want to make profit from YouTube? Do I want to make income from YouTube? I think I do, but it'll take time. It'll take time. And yeah, like it's not something I'm in a rush to do. I feel like with the second channel, I might try making that attempt to really build it from scratch. But it's gonna be a grind, I'd say. Even with this one, if I do the daily vlogging, it's gonna be a grind of me editing. But if it's just minimal editing, like what I'm doing now, I don't think it'll be a problem. So yeah, those are all my updates for this video. I think I'm gonna call it an edit. I'm gonna try building an agency. I'm gonna try outsourcing. I'm gonna try hiring video editors just so I can try to build a YouTube strategy career. But before I do that, I want to land one more client just so I have enough to pay for an editor. Then hopefully I get to learn how to scale. That's it. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this type of content, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one, whenever that'll be. Peace.